Just search KMLO for YouTube. Just search KMLO. That's all you need to look at for YouTube. Yeah, just for YouTube. It's just KMLO. KMLO for YouTube.
otherwise, I was as cupcakes as I could. It made a lot more cheese.
It was Edmunds Central at taking the lead over Eureka-Bowdle in their first matchup, 53-43. Here with you on your Saturday evening. Glad I could be with you, and glad you're here for some excellent high school basketball action. Gotta love being on those area schools. And then Carter County, they played against the Aberdeen Christian Knights the other night. Was in Houston area last week. Been over to the old the travel, being able to cover all these different teams. It's nice to be able to.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eureka High School tonight's basketball matchup between the Edmunds Central Raiders and your Eureka-Bowdle Patriots. Here at Eureka, we would like to remind you that good sportsmanship is one of the primary focuses of high school softball. Our athletes recognize that judgment calls are made in good faith and that they must abide by the decisions of the officials, spectators, and support their high school and scholastic program. by refraining from derogatory or intemperate remarks or cheers. We hope you will enjoy the game and support your athletes in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineup. First four guests, Edmunds Central Raiders. Starting at guard, junior number 5, Madison Crawford. And next up at guard, sophomore number 4, Maya Crawford. Starting at guard, sophomore number 12, Kiana Mullen. Next up, forward, junior number 15, Hala Duran. And finally, starting at forward, senior number 3, Kendra Hines. Assistant coaches for the Raiders are Rachel Sherman. The head coach is Logan Sack. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots. Starting guard, junior number 20, Samantha Lux. And next up, forward, sophomore number 23, Crystal Geyer. At guard, sophomore number 24, Grace Walls. Next up, guard, 8th grade, number 30, Brittany Frickson. And finally, starting at center, senior, number 50, Robin Schlechter. The assistant coach for the Patriots is Derek Walsh. Head coach is Elias Mike. Athletic directors for the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots are Henry Eggert and Hector Cerna. Your officials for tonight's games are Joey Munch, Steve Martin, and Dave Nelson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you all close your eyes and direct your attention to the American flag for the playing of our national anthem under the direction. The proper respect for the stand at attention, and place your right hand over your heart. Veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. Performing tonight's national anthem is the Eureka All-State Chorus Quartet.
Central Lady Raiders for you, those of you on YouTube. Sorry for the volume difficulties. Should get that squared away and you should be good to go here. And it is going to be the Lady Patriots to control off the tip, going left, right on your radio dial in the home white with the red and blue trim and blue numbers. On top, that's Frickson with it. She swings it over, gets it in the hands of Lux. Lux looking inside. Now we got a cross-court pass going over here to Waltz. Now up for Frickson. Back to Waltz on the near side wing. Looking around at the top. Gets it over on the far side. That is Geyer with it. Looking inside to Schlechter at the elbow. Eureka-Bowdle letting the shot clock wind down. Schlecter's going to drive and get a shot off. It won't fall, but draw on the foul. And she is heading to the line for a pair of free throws. So Robin Schlechter at the line for the first time tonight. Again, at number 50, a 5'8" senior center. First free throw on the way and off the mark. She'll be back at the line for one more here. Couple of dribbles now, eyes it up. Shot on the way and bounces around and in. So the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots on top first here. They come out in a full court press. Crawford, that's Madison Crawford in the backcourt with it. She's going to come near side, spins around with the right. At the top, gets a screen, gets around the screen at the top, sets it up for Maya Crawford. Maya looking in, she'll hand it back to Madison. Madison now drives in with the left, leaves it out over to Moen. Moen drives in, out to the free throw line. That's Hines. Hines now from the block, up with the shot off the mark. Schlechter with the rebound. Schlechter outlets it into the hands of Waltz, and Waltz will take it up. Gets it over to Lux on the near side wing with it. Lux up top now, swings around over for Frickson. Frickson drives in with left, pulls it back out, looking inside, and nope, she draped that pivot foot. That's going to be a turnover, first turnover of the game, as it'll go back to the Lady Raiders in the all-black unis with the white numbers and white trim. The inbounds goes to Crawford. That's Madison. Madison nearly has it stolen. Good defense there from Waltz. Hands it off to Maya Crawford. A little weave action now into the hands of Moen. Back to Crawford now, up top for Maya. Maya drives in with the left in the paint, pulls it out, gets the jump shot off. That is Duran with the jump shot. It was a good pass there from Moen. So we got a 2-1 game here early on with the Raiders on top. 6:15 to go in this first quarter at the top. And we got another travel as Lux dragged that pivot foot before getting rid of the basketball. So 2 turnovers, 3 possessions for the Lady Patriots. On the inbound, it's going to be Duran. Duran into the hands of Moen. Moen up ahead for Crawford, through her hands out of bounds. Turnover for the Lady Raiders. Goes back to the Lady Patriots. Back and forth we go early on. Doubleheader of high school basketball action. Eureka-Bowdle taking on Edmunds Central in a Region 2 action. Lux passes over to Frickson on the far side, beyond the arc, looking in, nothing doing. Swings around, up top for Lux. Lux, couple dribbles. Fires it right side here for Waltz. Waltz back up top for Lux. Looks inside for Schlechter from the block. Up, no good. Rebound, though, is right there. Waltz with the putback, unable to get it to fall. We got to fight for the rebound. Goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Raiders, so it's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball. Under the hoop, it's going to be Waltz to inbounds. Gets it in and has it stolen right out of thin air. That's Moen with the steal. She'll get it up the court now. Hands it off for Crawford. That's Madison. Over to Maya now. Maya looking inside. Now she'll take a dribble. Eyes the 3. Tries the 3 and buys the 3. Maya Crawford with the 3, making it a 5-1 with 5:20 to go in this first quarter. At the top, Lux with it. Little 2-3 zone here from the Lady Raiders. Frickson on the near side now with it. She'll look to drive baseline with the right. Spins around, pulls it back out with the left. Up top for Schlechter. She's going to look to drive in. Passes it out now inside for Geyer. And Geyer tripped, kept her footing, and no, now the refs are going to say a travel. So 4 turnovers, 1 point for the Lady Patriots here early on. They come out in the full court press. Madison Crawford with it. At the top, gets a screen, gets around 2 defenders, into the paint, pulls it back out. Up top, Maya Crawford eyes the 3. Another one this time off the mark, though. And good boxing out, but the Lady Patriots forgot to go after the basketball as the Raiders get the rebound. Crawford drives in. That's Madison. Floater in the lane, off the mark. Fight for the rebound, controlled by Moen. Moen now outlets it, gets it to Hines. Hines had to go through her hands, gets it up top, back to Moen. Moen will dribble left, gets a screen, hands it off. We got a jumper on the way from Duran. Duran's jumper no good. Rebound to Hines. Madison Crawford now into the paint from the block. Up good. Count it. One more coming. So the extra possessions paying dividends there for the Lady Raiders. A couple of offensive rebounds, able to capitalize as Madison Crawford able to hit it. At the line for one more foul going against Waltz. That is her first personal on the free throw. Off the mark, Hines with the rebound. Shot up. Won't go, but another foul called. So Madison Crawford, after she missed her free throw, Hines doing a good job on the offensive board. Gets the rebound, and now she'll head to the line for a pair. First one on the way, off the mark. Substitution here is number 20. Jenica Ulmer checks in for the Lady Raiders, a sophomore guard. And number 12, Tage Buechler checks in for the Lady Patriots. She is a 5'2" sophomore guard / forward. Second free throw up and good for Hines, 8-1. Almost halfway through this first quarter, Lux with it at the top. Takes left, drives right, gets it over to Geyer. Geyer back to Frickson, back to Geyer on the baseline. Jumper on the way, off the mark. Fight for the rebound and still fighting. Schlechter gets it under the hoop. Passes it out for Frickson down low. Has her shot stripped away. Geyer able to secure it though. Geyer has it stripped and now Edmunds Central with the steal. And we got a offensive foul in the backcourt. So the Lady Raiders had the steal, and then it was Paola Duran who committed the offensive foul in the backcourt there after coming away with the steal. So it's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball, 3:53 to go here. Lux on the inbounds, eyes the three. Off the mark on the three, rebound Madison Crawford. Madison will take it up in the backcourt, trying to get around the defense into the front court now. Gets a screen, doesn't use it, now uses the screen to the left. Gets it over to Maya. Maya looking over near side now to Ulmer. Ulmer back up top, Crawford. Maya's going to drive around the defender, pulls it back out, up top, Ulmer fakes, drives in with the right, passes it out for Madison Crawford. Her three on the way and good. So Madison Crawford with the three, and now we have a timeout. Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over as the Raiders are on a 11-0 run with 3:22 to go in this first quarter. You're listening to KMLO back in 60.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. They cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break.
Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop and don't that pop.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin.
Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or anytime. Visit Drake's Place and Bowdle.
The game is coming, Dada.
All right, we are back for the break. Out of the timeout, it's going to be Lady Patriot basketball. They started the game up 1-0, find themselves down 11-1 here with 3:15 to go in this first quarter. Lux at the top, passes over far side. That's to the recently checked in Jessie Lux. And now up top back to Samantha. So we got a couple of girls with same last names in this game. Schlechter now from the elbow, fires up the jumper and fight for the rebound. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crystal Geyer. Substitution back for the Lady Raiders. Brianna Moen checks back in as Madison Crawford going to sit down. It's going to be Duran to inbound, and Duran ran the baseline when she did not have the authority to run the... No, we got a technical foul here going against the Lady Patriots. Technical foul on the Lady Patriots, so that's going to send Paola Duran to the line for two. The first one on the way, up and good. Technical going against Crystal Geyer. That's her first personal, and Duran at the line makes them both. So not only does Duran make both free throws, but the Raiders are going to keep possession of the basketball. So it's going to be Duran to inbounds at the half-court line on the far side. Gets it in, and nice defensive play there by Samantha Lux, able to knock it out of bounds, so it'll stay Raiders basketball. They'll inbound from the sideline. Once again, Maya Crawford gets the inbound pass. She is at the top, guarded by Jessie Lux. Passes it over and off the hands of Moen, out of bounds. Turnover, Raiders, Patriot basketball. Madison Crawford can check back in. Maya Crawford going to sit down as Coach Sector getting into his bench play here. Number 33 for the Lady Patriots checks in as well. Would assume maybe Lydia Lynn, 35. Jessie Lux gets it over to Madison Crawford. Comes away with the steal, nearly comes away with the steal, goes out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Patriot basketball. It's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball. It's going to be Geyer on the far side. Gets it over to, and we got a drive in there by Samantha Lux. And it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul there going against the Lady Patriots. So it's going to be Raider basketball. That is Moen in the backcourt with it. Picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Ulmer. Ulmer into the front court on the far side. Guarded by, that was Jesse Ortage Buchler. Jesse Lux now on Crawford. That's Madison. Madison drives in with the left. Leaves the pass off for, no, we got a foul on the floor. It looks like as Duran had the foul. And I believe it was Crawford who hit the floor on a trip. So that's going to be a foul. We got a substitution and a timeout here. 2:05 to go in this first quarter. 13-1, Raiders on top. We're back in 30 seconds.
Premier Equipment and Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and we may be the new kids on the block, but we have the experience you're looking for, where the parts inventory back that up. And brands like McDonald, Haybuster, Brand, Prowse, Harvest Game, Westfield, and more. You may not realize all the egg needs we proudly provide parts and service for. Call Premier Equipment and Bowdle. Go Patriots. From all the guys and the staff, good luck.
Back from the break, it's Lady Raider basketball. They are up 13-1, have the basketball. Madison Crawford gets it over to Moen. Moen takes the screen, goes left with it, now hands it off for Duran. Duran has the ball stripped right out of her hands as Abel, Maya Abel, number 33, with the steal up ahead. Lux now over into the hands of Buchler, has her shot blocked, picked up by Lux though. That is Samantha Lux with it. Lux is going to open up the offense, gets it over to Jesse. Jesse Lux with it on the near side, now over to Samantha on the far side. Kind of in the wing, dribbles down with the left up top here for Buchler. Buchler over to Lux. Jesse left with it, over to Buchler. Eyes the three, tries the three, off the mark with the three. Rebound goes to Hope Horner, who had just checked in for the Lady Raiders, number 24, a forward/center. A little bit of height here on the Lady Raiders offense here, and got a drive by Moen, hands it off for Crawford. Madison tries the three, off the mark with the three. Rebound to Buchler, up ahead for Samantha Lux, a little too strong as the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover back to the Lady Raiders, who lead this one 13-1. 33.2 seconds to go in this first quarter. Substitution for the Lady Raiders as Kendra Hines checks back in. She gets it into Maya Crawford at the top. Couple of dribbles to the right, pulls it up. Now fires left, near side to Hines. Hines, a couple of dribbles, nearly had a double dribble there. Maya Crawford inside, turnaround jumper on the way from the block. Off the mark, that was Horner with a rebound to the Lady Patriots. 15 on the clock. Frickson with it into the front court at the top. Looks to set things up over to Jesse. Jesse Lux on the near side. Couple of dribbles with the right. Has 6 seconds on the clock. And Maya Abel going to fire a free throw line jumper. Can't get it. Crawford with the board. 2 on the clock. 1, and that is the end of the first quarter. The Lady Raiders hold the 13-1 lead, and you are listening to KMLO. We'll have second quarter action after this 60-second timeout.
Teamwork is the key to success, whether you are on the basketball court or in your cornfield. Hi, this is Mike Kessel from Double M Crop Service in Bowdle. You can use my 15 years of crop insurance experience to have a winning season with your farming operation. Call me at 605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
Corn. Cattle.
Soybeans.
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things. Hogs, wheat. But for over 80 years, they needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity. They've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust
My Core Trust Bank.
for operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
And we are back from the break. The Lady Raiders open up the battle there by Pale at Duran. The fourth turnover for the Lady Raiders. So it's going to be Lady Patriots with the basketball at the top. That is Lux with it. Gets it over the hands of Frickson on the near side wing with it, just in front of the three-point line. She'll now pull it out over to Geyer. Geyer on the baseline, near side. Looking in, still has nothing. Looking for Schlechter, and the ball is going to roll out of bounds. Another turnover for the Lady Patriots. 7 now for the Lady Patriots. Lady Raiders going to get the basketball and full court press here from the Lady Patriots. It's going to be Crawford with it in the backcourt. That is Amaya with it. Drives the far side sideline. On the wing, picks up her dribble, fires it inside. Horner over to Hines, out to Duran. Nice ball movement by the Lady Raiders here. Horner inside, turnaround jumper in the paint, off the mark. Skying for the rebound is Frickson. She outlets it to Lux. Samantha at the top with it. Gets it over to Frickson on the far side wing beyond the arc. Dribbles down left into the corner, looking for the angle. Has her pass tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Patriot basketball. So it's going to be Frickson to inbounds. Has her inbounds tipped and stolen by Maya Crawford. Maya Crawford going to take it up the floor now for the Lady Raiders. That was Madison, excuse me. Back to Maya, to Madison, inside over the hands of Schlechter. Can't hit it, saved from going out of bounds by Horner, and Frickson now is going to run on the near side sideline. Frickson gets around the defender. Nice move on the hesitation. Shot up, no good, but a foul called. Frickson headed to the line for a pair of free throws. Great hesitation dribble by Brittany Frickson there with the right hand. Stopped and put on the second gear. Able to get the contact at the line for a pair of free throws. Couple dribbles. Frickson eyes it up. Shot on the way and off the mark. Substitution as number 12 for the Lady Raiders, Brianna Moen checks in. Number 12 for the Lady Patriots, Kate Buechler checks in. Buechler, a 5'2" guard forward sophomore. And a second free throw by Frickson, and it looks like there was a lane violation. Is that what they called there? As it looks like Frickson going to be at the line to shoot one more. Frickson's free throw on the way and buries it. Nothing but net. The Lady Patriots stop a 13-0 run, and on the inbounds, tapped out of bounds by Buechler. It'll stay Lady Raider basketball. Lady Raiders in the backcourt on the far side, rolling down the sideline is Crawford. Maya Crawford at the top with it. Couple of dribbles with the right, pulls it back out. Up top for Madison. Madison's going to drive left with it. Gets it over into the hands of Hines. Cross-court pass up to the top. Crawford. Crawford down low. Nice defense there by Crystal Geyer. Great defense to get around the offensive player, get the hand in the passing lane, and knock it out of bounds. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 6:15 to go in this second quarter. And Paola Duran, number 15 for the Lady Raiders, checks back in. Hope Horner going to sit down and get a breather on the bench here. Crawford, turnaround jumper from the block, can't get it to go. Good defense by Waltz and good rebound by Waltz. Up ahead for Frickson on the near side. Frickson just beyond the arc in the wing on the right side here with it. Looking inside, up top now for Waltz. Waltz at the elbow. Gets it over to the far side. Geyer with the jumper off the mark. Waltz there for the rebound. Shot up, no, but they're going to say a foul. It's going to be a foul on the floor, so Waltz will be under the hoop to inbounds. That foul going against Maya Crawford, her first personal. Team foul number 4 against the Raiders. Schlechter gets the inbound, gets it over to Geyer. Geyer cross-court pass. Frickson eyes the three. Rainbow jumper on the way. Can't get it to fall. Rebound there is Moen with it. Moen's going to race up the court with it into the front court. Has Buechler on her at the top. Gets it over to Madison. Madison on the top of the key with it. Fakes the dribble. Gets it over to Maya. Maya on the far side wing beyond the arc. Looking inside. Nothing doing. Now we'll dribble in. Over to Moen. 3 on the way. Off the mark. Nice boxing out there by the Lady Patriots as Waltz gets the rebound. Up ahead to Frickson on the near side. Into the corner. Geyer with it. Up top now. Waltz. Waltz fakes. Now tries the free throw line jumper. Off the mark. Waltz. Nice hustle. Dives for the rebound. And we got a jump ball. It's going to stay a Lady Patriot basketball. Great hustle by Grace Waltz there. Substitution number 33, Maya Abel, checks back into the game as Schlechter is going to sit down and rest. Waltz, that's what you need to teach your
kids right there on the shot. Follow your own shot and good things like that happen. Frickson gets the inbounds, gets it over to Geyer. Geyer in the corner, cross-court pass, Abel. Abel up ahead to Lux. That's Jesse Lux down low for Frickson. Couple of dribbles, puts up a shot, no good, but a foul called. Frickson heading to the line for a pair of free throws here. Frickson doing a nice job down low in the blocking and getting the start here tonight for Harley Kappenman. Frickson at the line. Free throw on the way, off the mark, short. She'll be back at the line for one more here. And second free throw off the mark, short by Frickson. Rebound to the Lady Raiders. Madison Crawford comes away with it. Crawford at the top, looks to set things up. Nice crossover, and we got a reach in there. That's going to go against Waltz. That is her second. No, that's her third. Waltz just picked up her third personal. Team foul number 5 against the Lady Patriots. We'll see how long Coach Sandmeyer likes to keep her in the game with those 3. Inbounds now, Raiders. Jumper on the way from Ulmer. Ulmer shot goes long, goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Patriots. As for now, Coach Sandmeyer electing to leave Waltz in this. Oh no, she did sub her out. I didn't quite see that. Okay, so we got an inbound fight for the basketball now. His body's on the floor after the basketball, and we got a jump ball. It's going to stay Lady Raider basketball. So on the floor right now, we have Geyer, Samantha Lux, Frickson, Maya Abel, and Jessie Lux. And on the inbounds, it's kept out of bounds as Hines, Duran, Moen, Madison Crawford, and Ulmer on the floor. As Horner's going to check in, replacing Duran. So it's going to be a Raider inbounds near side baseline. Inbounds goes to Crawford. Madison with it at the top. Couple of dribbles. Picks it up, gets it over to Ulmer. Ulmer fakes going in, nearly loses the handle of the basketball. Picks it up. That's going to be a double dribble. And it'll be a turnover back to the Lady Patriots. So the Lady Patriots, they were down 13-1 after one quarter. They've scored 1 point in this second quarter. That's the only scoring we've had in this second quarter. 4.5 to go in this second quarter. Frickson gets it out to Geyer. Cross-court pass over to Buechler. Up ahead to Lux. Back to Buechler. Buechler down low. Abel. Turnaround jumper from the block. Left it just a bit short. Fight for the rebound and another jump ball. And this time it was Crystal Geyer inside. And now we got a substitution number 35. That is Lydia Lean checking in. Lean, a 5'2 junior guard. Able to inbounds under the hoop. Gets it to Frickson in the corner. On the near side with it. Trying to find an inside pass. Nothing doing. She's going to dribble it out to the top of the key. Setting things up. 2-3 zone from the Raiders. Frickson drives in. Off for Lux. Buechler. Buechler, long jumper on the way and good. 13-4, 3:45 to go in this first half. Down the other way goes Moen with it, right to left on your radio dial. Looking inside, has Horner from the block, shot up with the right off the mark. Great boxing out by the Lady Patriots. They've done such a good job of blocking out the opponent in this second quarter. The disparity from the first to the second quarter has been big, and that's helped them out on a lot of those shots, not allowing extra possessions. 3:34 to go into the second quarter, and Hope Horner just picked up her second personal. And it's going to be Schlechter checking back in. Abel going to sit down and rest. And we're going to have Samantha Lux running down the floor with it. At the top. Picks up her dribble now. Sets. Gets it to Lean. Lean out to Frickson. Steps back beyond the three-point line. Couldn't get it to go, but I believe Horner tipped it out of bounds. She did, so it's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball. So on the inbounds, it's going to be Buechler to inbounds. Gets it in at 3 on the way from Lean. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Madison Crawford. Crawford looks to push into the front court at the top. Leaves it off for Maya. Maya on the far side. Goes at near side here to Ulmer. Ulmer passes it in for Horner. Good inside-outside action. And we got a 3 in the key. That's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Patriots. Lady Patriots, 8 turnovers here tonight. The Lady Raiders now is 6. As it's going to be Lux at the top with it. She fakes right, drives in left at the elbow, gets it to Lean at the top. Lean over to Buechler on the near side. Back to Lean at the top, inside for Schlechter. Has it tipped and stolen away. Maya Crawford looks to run into the front court, going to the left, and we got a foul on the floor as Crawford was met there. That foul's going to go against Lean. That is her first personal. As Jessie Luck's going to check back in. Jessie Luck's number 10. 5'3" sophomore guard. Crawford with it at the top to Maya. Maya into the corner to Moen. Moen picks up her dribble, gets it back to Maya, over to Horner. Horner, shot from the block, has it blocked by Schlechter. Crawford gets it, back to Moen. Moen baseline jumper won't fall, and Horner's going to get called for an over the back. Schlechter doing a good job blocking out her defender, and Schlecter's going to head to the free throw line. Her second trip there tonight. She is 0 for 1, or excuse me, 1 for 2 thus far. Paola Duran going to check in as Horner just picked up her third personal. So 3 personals for Hope Horner and 3 for Grace Waltz. Schlechter at the line. Free throw on the way. 1-on-1 situation, gets the first. Schlechter will be back at the line for one more. Free throw on the way, off the mark, rebound to, that is Moen with the rebound. Down the other way, Moen with it. Leaves it off for Maya Crawford. Maya, she's going to dribble right into the wing with it. Cross-court pass to Ulmer. Ulmer into the paint. Out top for Madison. Madison up top, Maya. Crawford, jumper on the way. Off the mark, long rebound. Fought for and still fighting for it. And Patriots get it. Tage Buechler has it. Gets it, the ball away from the defender and in the backcourt. Samantha Lux is going to take it. That was quite the sequence by the Lady Patriots as Samantha Lux has the ball tipped out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Patriot basketball. Patriots outscoring the Raiders 4-0 in this second quarter. Jessie Lux up top now. Swings it over to Samantha Lux on the far side, up top for Buechler. Straight away with it, over to Lux on the far side, inside for Schlechter as it tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball. And a couple substitutions. Maya Abel, number 33, checks in, and Chris Laguerre, number 23, checks in. And inbounds coming. Up top now, Lady Patriots. Abel into the corner. And the jumper won't go for Frickson. Rebound for Moen. Moen looks to race into the front court. Now she's going to slow things up. With it on the left. Spins over to the right. Maya Crawford. She fakes. Now drives in with the left. Tries to get the shot around Schlechter. Couldn't quite do so. And rebound to Geyer. And Geyer dragged the pivot foot. That's going to be a turnover. 10 turnovers now for the Lady Patriots. And it's going to stay Lady Raider basketball. A minute 10 to go in this second quarter. 13-5. Lady Raiders on top. Inbounds into the block. Maya with it on the top. Now looking in, and Schlechter is going to get caught for reaching in. Schlechter picking up the foul there. That is going to be her, looks like her second personal there. No, that's going to be her first personal. At the line, Paola Duran, her first one on the way and good, and that is the Raiders' first point of this second quarter. Lydia Lean going to check in as Robin Schlechter going to sit down and rest. Second free throw coming from Duran. Free throw on the way, off the mark, and rebound to Frickson. She's going to look to run. Nice pass as Lux able to go up with it. Shot on the way, had her shot blocked, but a foul called. That was a great pass by Frickson. Driving down the lane, saw her teammate there, gave off the feed, and Lux at the line for a pair of free throws here. Samantha Lux, her first trip to the line here tonight. First one is good. Hines is going to check back in for the Lady Raiders. And it looked like it was Duran picking up her second personal there. Lux, one more on the way and good. Don't look now, but it's an 8-point game, 14-6. At the top, that's Maya Crawford with it. Gets it over to Moen. Moen's going to drive with the left, leaves it off inside. Ulmer now finds it on the corner, gets it into Crawford. Madison at the elbow, over to Maya on the far side, wing beyond the arc. 40 seconds to go in this first half. And on the passing, it looks like we got a reach in, and I think that's going to be against Samantha Lux, as it is. So Samantha Lux picking up the foul there, her first personal. Team foul number 8. So we got a 1-and-1 situation here for Madison Crawford. Free throw on the way and good. Made the first, gets to shoot a second one. 4 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock here. Crawford at the line, eyes it up, shot on the way, left it short. Good rebound by Frickson there at the top of the key, boxing out Crawford. Frickson into the front court, looking up ahead, and it is stolen. Maya Crawford picking it off. Just playing that safety position, and now inside into the paint. Madison Crawford able to hit the runner in the lane. 17-6, back to a double-digit lead. 20 seconds to go in this first half. Lux at the top, over to Lean, into Geyer. Geyer, baseline jumper, won't go. Frickson able to get the rebound. Shot up from the block, tied up, and on the rebound it's going to be Madison Crawford taking up ahead to Maya. 4 on the clock, up ahead looking for Moen. Down low on the baseline, has to hurry, gets a shot up, and at the buzzer we got a foul called. Brianna Moen beating the buzzer, getting the foul at the line for a pair of free throws. That foul looks like it's going against Lydia Lean. That is her second. And first free throw on the way, off the mark. Going back to the line for one more here. Couple of dribbles now. Eyes it up, shot on the way, and off the mark. So at the end of the first half, it's going to be the Lady Raiders of Edmunds Central, the 17-6 lead over the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots. We're going to take a quick break, talk some halftime numbers. You are listening to KMLO. We are back in 3 minutes.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle, may you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
Premier Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New Holland skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cab roof. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
Originally from the area, Certified Physician's Assistant Travis Pressler is the newest addition to the Bowdle Healthcare Center. Travis is accepting new patients and has a specialty interest in dermatology, oncology, and internal medicine. To schedule an appointment with Certified Physician's Assistant Travis Pressler, please call the Bowdle Clinic at 605-285-6832. Again, schedule by calling 605-285-6832. The Bowdle Healthcare Center, your friends, caring for life. Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Arts Body Shop in Eureka. Arts Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
At Couch Meat Market in Eureka, we are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut and wrap it to your specifications. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snack sticks, jerky, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Couch Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
It is halftime here in Eureka, South Dakota, as the Edmunds Central Lady Raiders lead the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots 17-7. It was a 13-1 ball game at the half, and then here in the second quarter, the Lady Patriots mounted a bit of a comeback, outscoring the Lady Raiders 7-4. It's a 10-point halftime lead for the Lady Raiders. Looking at their stats, they are led on the evening right now by Madison Crawford. She has 8 points, knocked in a 3. She is 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Paola Duran has 5 points. She is 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Maya Crawford with 3. All 3 of those came from beyond the arc. And Kendra Hines at the line, 1 of 2 for 1 point on the evening as a team. The Lady Raiders are 5 of 11 from the free throw line. All right, we got just about 6 minutes here until second half of action. We're going to take another quick break, come back and get you those Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots stats. You're listening to KMLO. We're back in 3 minutes.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You can write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Montana Dakota Utilities' slogan, "In the community to serve," goes beyond providing safe and reliable electric and natural gas service. MDU and our dedicated employees are committed to the communities they serve, work, and live, just like the dedicated area students and coaches are committed to having the best season possible. Best of luck for a successful season to all area teams from Montana Dakota Utilities, proud to sponsor the area youth.
Hey, all you sports fans sitting in the stands, listening in the car, or tuning in from home. I'm cheering right along with you for the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots tonight. It's your local florist, Caitlin, from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. When you want to send a special sports fan, player, coach, or team mom a bouquet of flowers, call me. Stop by and see some of my samples or sport-themed bouquets. Who says you can't sport your favorite flower? Visit Hometown Boutique in Eureka today.
Just like the big oak tree in your yard, our roots grow deep at First State Bank of Roscoe. We've been your bank for over 100 years, and we work hard to help grow your community. We're a full-service bank that continues to provide a personal touch to all of our customers. That's First State Bank of Roscoe with branches in Eureka and Bowdle. Member FDIC.
Eureka Manufacturing in Eureka has been quoting your steel needs, large or small, since 1987. Eureka Manufacturing proudly supports our area youth tonight. They cheer for our students, athletes, and coaches. The knowledgeable staff at Eureka Manufacturing wishes you the best of luck. Go all out, all game, all season long. And whether you're looking for sandblasting services or you're in need of steel fabrication, steel quotes, fuel tanks, or farm and truck repairs, come see us, the friendly folks at Eureka Manufacturing.
It's finally time for a break.
Please pass the chips and my pop.
No, that's my pop and don't that pop.
Hey, I'll take my wings and a napkin.
Our deli solves mealtime, our snack aisles have something for everyone, and our beverage coolers are always ice cold.
Grab all your snacks for game time or any time. Visit Drake's Place in Bowdle.
The game is coming back on.
Back from the break here. Still a few minutes to go before the second half of action gets underway as the Lady Raiders of Edmunds Central back on the floor warm-up. Lady Patriots still in the locker room getting set here as both teams are getting set for second half action. You are listening to KMLO. Let's take a look at the hometown Lady Patriots first half stats. Right now, Samantha Lux, Robin Schlechter, Tage Buechler, all with 2 points. Samantha Lux, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Robin Schlechter, 2 of 4. Tage Buechler knocked in a jumper. Brittany Frickson has 1 for the Lady Patriots. She is 1 of 4 from the free throw line. As a team, the Lady Patriots are 5 of 10 from the free throw line. They trail 17-7. I got them for 11 turnovers. I got the Lady Raiders for 6 turnovers. So for the most part, a fairly clean game here as we move along. Still waiting for the Lady Patriots to come back out on the floor. Still got a couple minutes of halftime here as the Lady Patriots outscored the Lady Raiders 7-4 in that second quarter. We'll look to see what halftime adjustments each team made as we get second half of action here underway soon. You're listening to KMLO. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Premier Equipment in Bowdle is proud to sponsor the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots. If you want to do it yourself or need repair work done, we carry more parts than we ever have before. Hi, this is Lanny, and
605-281-1551 to discuss your strategy. As a team, we can win. Double M Crop Service is an equal opportunity agency.
All right, we are getting set for second half action here in Eureka, South Dakota, game 1 of 2 of our doubleheader here tonight. Cole Havens here with you on your Saturday evening. Glad I could be a part of your Saturday evening. Gotta love it. High school basketball everywhere going on right now. I'll be in Millette, South Dakota on Monday as the Potter County girls take on the Northwestern girls. And then on Tuesday, a big rivalry matchup as the Potter County Battlers boys basketball team heads into Selby to take on the Harriet Selby area Wolverines. Both those games right here on KMLO. Start times, I believe both of them will start right around, airtime will be about 7:30. We got 2 more games here to finish up here tonight before we even start thinking about next week. The Lady Raiders of Edmunds Central up 17-7 over the Lady Patriots of Eureka-Bowdle. Second half action about to get underway. Same 5 starters for the Lady Raiders. It's Crawford, Maya, and Madison. Brianna Moen, Paola Duran, Kendra Hines for the Lady Patriots. It looks to be Lux. That's Samantha, Grace Waltz, Frickson, and Geyer, and Schlechter. Lady Raiders with the basketball going left to right, have it. That's Madison Crawford on the near side wing with it. She looks to dribble in with the left, has it stolen. Frickson looks to run down the near side with it on the left, gets it up with the left, and good. Just what the Lady Patriots needed to open up this second quarter here. Gets a steal and a score. Now down the other way, Hines into the paint, leaves the pass off, and the shot is up and good from Moen. So both teams trading baskets here early on in this second quarter. It's going to be the Lady Patriots into the corner. We got a jumper here from Geyer off the mark. Rebound secured by Madison Crawford. Crawford going to walk it up the floor, has Waltz on her, now gets a nice crossover into the paint with the left, fires it out for Duran. Duran in the corner, up top now for Maya, tries the 3 from the top of the key, off the mark, ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Patriot basketball. That was a nice, nifty crossover by Crawford there. Fake right, went left with it. Unfortunately, the Raiders were not able to capitalize. Lux now, she's going to drive into the paint, around the defense, shot up with the left, and no, they're going to say she traveled. She dragged an extra pivot foot. That's going to be a turnover. Both teams with a turnover each in this second half, and now make that 2 turnovers for the Lady Raiders as Geyer comes away with the steal. She gets it off into the hands of Frickson. Frickson trying to get around Crawford, and Crawford's going to get caught for the reach-in. So Crawford with 2 personals now. And I believe right now that Crawford with 2, and then Paola Duran, she has 2 as well, I believe. So it's going to be Lux at the top with it. Gets it off over to Waltz. Waltz back to Lux on the near side. Dribbles in left. Now leaves it up top for Geyer. We're going to have an over and back called as the Lady Patriots couldn't quite save it there. Horner just recently checked back in for the Lady Raiders. I believe she has 3 personals. Otherwise, it's Frickson on the other end with 3 for the Lady Patriots. And now inside, Waltz with the rebound. Waltz going to pull it out. Gets it up ahead to, that is Geyer with the finish under the hoop, and good. 4-2 here. The Lady Patriots outscoring the Lady Raiders early on in this third quarter. Hines with it at the top. Gets it over to Moen. Moen around all the defenders on the left side at the block. Pulls it out up top for Maya Crawford. To Madison in the paint. Turns around. Dribbles in left. Now back to Maya. And we're going to have a 3 seconds in the key. That's the second time the Lady Raiders this game have been called for 3 in the key. So it's going to be a Lady Patriot basketball now. Lux with it at the top. Gets it far side, Frickson in the corner. Frickson beyond the arc, looking inside. She'll drive baseline now around the defenders. I think she stepped out of bounds. She did. Turnover back to the Lady Raiders. 5:43 to go in this third quarter. And it's going to be the Lady Raiders with it. Maya Crawford on the near side. Passes it in for Horner on the block on the right side here with it up top for Maya. Maya drives with the left, runner in the lane with the right, won't go. Follows with her own rebound, up and good. Both teams all knotted up here in this third quarter. 4 points apiece in the quarter. Back the other way. Waltz with it. Near side. Far side to Lux. Lux beyond the arc. Picked up her dribble. Looking for someone to pass to. Has it tapped out of bounds. And it's going to be, no, a foul. We got a foul on the floor. Maya Crawford picking up the foul. That is her third personal. So number 22, Jenica Ulmer going to check in. Maya Crawford's going to have to sit down with those 3 fouls. Lux to inbound. Gets it into Waltz. Waltz on the top. And look to pass it. Gets it over to Frickson now. Frickson down low looking for Lux. Has it kicked out of bounds. It'll stay Lady Patriot basketball. Coach Sandmeyer trying to do some coaching on the sideline, telling her girls fake high, go low with the bounce pass. Waltz to inbound. Up top here for Evil, who had just checked in. Now over to Lux. Lux near side to Geyer. Still looking inside. The Lady Patriots trying to get the ball inside, but this Lady Raiders zone comes away with the steal instead. Back the other way. Moen with it at the free throw line. Stops, gets it to Ulmer. Ulmer is going to drive right to the block. Gets it up top for Crawford. Crawford, long jumper on the way, off the mark. Over the back, going against Hope Horner. That is her 4th personal. So the Lady Raiders starting to battle some foul trouble here. Grace Waltz, the only Lady Patriot in foul trouble right now. And Duran going to check in. Horner's going to have to sit down with us 4. And number 12, Tage Buchler checks in as well. So it's going to be Lady Patriot basketball. They're down 10 here in this third quarter. 4.5 to go in the quarter. Lux at the top, and on that pass, dragged her pivot foot. She's doing that quite a bit. She doesn't come to a full hop step. It's more if she takes a step, passes it, or sometimes she'll walk, take 2 steps before passing it. Down the other way, Moen on the near side with it. Has it tipped out of bounds by Lux. It's going to stay Raider basketball. So it's going to be Hines who inbounds on the near side sideline with it. Buchler guarding her, gets it into Crawford. Crawford spins, goes left into the paint, spins back around to the right, gets it up top. Ulmer eyes the 3, tries the 3, and buys the 3. Jenica Ulmer hitting her first points of this ball game, makes it a 24-11 game. Halfway through this third quarter, Lux with it on the top, inside now, and tipped and stolen away by Duran. Duran gonna walk it up into the front court now. Gets it over to Moen. Moen in the corner, drives down, up top for Crawford. That's Madison. Madison's going to dribble left, spins around back with the right, gets it inside for Hines. In the paint, up with the right, off the mark. Waltz gets the rebound. She's going to look to run. Now they're going to slow things up. Lux now gets it into the front court, up ahead for Frickson. Frickson's going to drive baseline, up with the right, has her shot partially blocked. Rebound, Waltz. Putback won't go. Fights for it, gets a rebound again. Looks like we had a foul on the floor. Grace Waltz, all she does is just fight hard. Everything she does is she's just going 110%, hustling, trying to out-hustle everyone. Gets the foul called against the defense here, and we got Frickson with it on the near side in the corner, down low to Lux. Samantha Lux going to try to get it up top now. We got a jumper from Buchler on the way, off the mark, fight for the rebound. Lady Raiders are going to get it. Madison Crawford in the backcourt with it. She has Waltz on her. Crawford into the front court, at the top, looks to set things up, nearly loses it. Picks up her dribble, passes it inside now, ball's on the floor, bodies after it. Moen picks it up. Moen at the top, she's going to look to drive with the right, gets it out to Crawford, drives baseline with the right, pulls it back out, up top for Ulmer. Couple of dribbles at the top, gets it to Crawford. Crawford now tries to get around her defender driving in, leaves it off for Ulmer. Ulmer picks up her dribble, gets it to Crawford. Crawford up with the shot, missed everything. Ebel with the rebound, and because the Lady Patriots secured possession, it's going to be their basketball. Ebel now drives all the way, loses possession of the basketball as Crawford comes away with it. Crawford now picks up her dribble, up top for Duran. Duran now over to Ulmer on the near side. Ulmer back to Crawford. Crawford fakes, now drives in with the right, passes it out for... That is Moen. Baseline jumper won't go. Rebound to the Lady Patriots. Waltz out and running with it. Pulls up. Gets it over to Lux. Lux in to try to back down her defender. Step back jumper in and out. Rebound. There is Waltz. Putback won't go, but a foul called. Grace Waltz. I love this girl's energy. I love the way she plays. Going all out, the hustle. Just does whatever she can to help this team win. Kendra Hines picks up the foul. Waltz will be at the line for a pair of free throws. Couple of dribbles here. Eyes it up, shot on the way, and left it long. Substitutions here. Lydia Lean is going to check in. Robin Schlechter checks in. Horner back into the game for the Lady Raiders. Kind of surprised to see her back in here already. She has 4 personals. Something to watch right there. Grace Waltz at the line. Free throw on the way and good. 12 to 24. Lady Patriots trailing. Maya Crawford finds a hole all the way into the hoop and up with the shot, and score is good. No one picked her up. She went coast to coast, got an easy layup. And looks like we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over. 26-12. The Raiders lead this with under 2 to go in this third quarter. You're listening to KMLO. We're back in 60.
Producers in our area raise a lot of different things. Hogs, wheat. But for over 80 years, when they needed to rise to a challenge or opportunity, they've gone to
Core Trust Bank.
Core Trust.
My Core Trust Bank.
For operating lines of credit, land, livestock, and equipment loans. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations. Member FDIC.
Discover the benefits of Turner Drug in Bowdle, your community-first, locally owned pharmacy since 1985. A pharmacist that knows you and your family, always ready to answer your questions and provide you with exceptional service when filling your prescriptions. Turn to the pharmacy that turns your questions into answers. Turner Drug. Good luck, students, athletes, parents, and coaches. From everyone at Turner Drug in Bowdle, may you have a successful sports season and year of academics.
All right, back from the break. Under 2 to go in this third quarter. Lady Patriots with the basketball. It's going to be Frickson at the top with it. Frickson passes it to the right. That's Lean with it now. Lean has her pass tipped. She picks it back up, gets it middle to Frickson at the free throw line, drives in with the right, goes through a couple of players' legs. Schlechter able to come up with it and gets the shot up and good. Went through about 4 different legs there before Schlechter able to pick it up and get the shot up. Maya Crawford down the other way, gets it to Ulmer. Ulmer up top, Maya Crawford down low for Horner, spins around, passes it out. Shot on the way from Hines, off the mark, rebound to Lean. Lean's going to walk it up into the front court, passes it up ahead, gets it into the hands of Buechler. Buechler dribbles it left into the top of the key, now up top for Lean. Lean inside for Schlechter, puts it on the ground, runs into the lane, up with the right, off the mark, fight for the rebound. Buechler or Frickson able to get it, and how can you get called for a travel when the defender has their hands on the basketball? Either way, Madison Crawford going to check in, and it's going to be a turnover to the Raiders. I don't have the best angle. It looked like Frickson was tied up, gets called for the travel. So it's going to be Maya Crawford into the front court. At the top, picks up her dribble, passes it left to Hines. Hines now down low into the hands of Horner. Horner backing down her defender. Turnaround jumper on the way, no good, but a foul called as the Lady Patriots get called for the foul. That's going to go against. See who that got called on. 52 seconds to go in this third quarter. Horner at the line for a pair of free throws. First one on the way and bounces around and no. And Geyer and Luck's going to check back in. Frickson and Buechler going to check out. Still didn't see who that foul went against. Horner back at the line for one more. Shot on the way, and that one off the mark. Rebound goes to Waltz. Gets it into the front court. Lux over to Lean. 3 on the way from the corner and banks it in. Lydia Lean with the bank 3 from the corner. Back to a single-digit ball game. Maya Crawford at the top. She'll stop, and she tries a 3 of her own and knocks it in. So just like that, back to 12. 25 seconds to go in this third quarter. Patriots going to hold to the last shot here. Samantha Lux with it over to Lean. Lean to Geyer. Geyer in the corner on the far side. She's going to try to drive baseline. Pulls it back out. Picks up her dribble. Trapped down low. And a steal. Maya Crawford with the steal and draws the foul. And that going against Lydia Lean, I believe. That's going to be her third personal. And still waiting to see what the official scoreboard is charged with the foul. I believe it was Lean picking up the foul there. And an inbound now for the Lady Raiders. Bowen in the backcourt with it. Gets it in the front court. Nearly loses it. Gets it to Maya Crawford. Inside for Horner. Turnaround jumper off the mark. 4 seconds on the clock. Fight for the rebound. Waltz gets it and just takes it away. And it looks like we're going to have a foul now going against Samantha or against Waltz. So Grace Waltz looks like she had the steal. Instead gets called for the foul. Inbounds now in the corner, tipped out of bounds. 0.1 seconds to go in this third quarter. The Lady Raiders are going to take the lead into the fourth, 29-17. Got to get the inbounds. Hines inbounds it. There's the buzzer. So at the end of 3 quarters, the Lady Raiders of Edmunds Central lead the Lady Patriots of Eureka-Bowdle 29-17. We'll have fourth quarter action after this 60-second timeout.
Premier Equipment invites you to see how much better a loader can be. New Holland skid steer and compact track loaders provide excellent visibility, improving your overall efficiency. You can easily see down into the bucket and clearly view the bucket at full weight with the see-through area on the cab roof. Rear visibility is also among the best in the industry due to a large window, low engine hood, and no rear frame towers. See the difference for yourself. Stop by Premier Equipment in Eureka and Bowdle today.
Thursday, January 31st is an exciting day for you and the Bowdle Healthcare Center. The Bowdle Healthcare Center's new addition will be open to the public, and everyone is invited from 2 to 6 p.m. to view the new clinic, enjoy refreshments, and visit with providers. The Bowdle Healthcare Center strives to provide outstanding healthcare service to the community. Please join them in celebrating. Everybody's welcome to attend the Bowdle Healthcare Center's Grand Open House, Thursday, January 31st from 2 to 6 p.m.
Getting set for the start of the fourth quarter here and some girls basketball high school action as the Edmunds Central Lady Raiders lead the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots 29-17. It's going to be Lady Patriot basketball to start this final quarter. 8 minutes on the clock, and Frickson has it at the top. Over to Lux on the far side wing. Now swings it around, cross-court pass, tipped around, and picked up by Geyer. Geyer on the near side, looks inside, now is going to dribble around the right, around everyone, looks inside for Ebel, and we got a foul on the reach-in as Ebel draws the foul. That foul going against Madison Crawford. That's going to be her second personal. Team foul number 6 here in this second half. So next one, and Lady Patriots are shooting free throws. Lux at the top with it, over to Schlechter, baseline jumper on the way. Fight for the rebound here. His body's on the floor, and we got a foul called. It's going to go to the Lady Raiders. That foul being picked up against Samantha Lux. That is her second personal. So that's 4 team fouls against the Patriots. Driving down, Maya Crawford with it. First possession for the Lady Raiders of this second half. Madison Crawford now drives into the paint. Floater in the lane, up and good. Madison Crawford, nice play there. Drives down with the left, gets the shot up with the right. Right to left, Samantha Lux with it. Into the hands of Geyer in the corner. Cross-court pass to Frickson. Frickson looking in. Pulls it out with the dribble now. Couple dribbles, still looking inside. Tries to drive to the baseline. Gets it up top for Schlechter now. Schlechter looking, gets it over to Geyer. Geyer on the far side. Geyer's now going to drive right. Down on the baseline and passes it right into the hands of Hope Horner. That's a turnover. No, we got a jump ball situation, and it's going to go to the Lady Raiders, so it still will be a turnover. Substitution here as Paola Duran checks in, and Hines is going to check out. Kendra Hines checks out, and off the inbounds, Moen's got a lane here into the paint. And good hustle by Geyer, able to help strip it away. And we got to fight for the basketball. Bodies on the floor after it. And the Lady Patriots force a turnover. Tage Buechler going to check in. And Schlechter going to sit down. Great hustle by the Lady Patriots diving after the basketball. They may be down 14, but they are trying to claw back into this one. The hustle's been unmatched here tonight. Great job by them. Frickson. Down low to Geyer. Geyer into the paint to Lux, and Lux is fouled on the floor, and Lux is going to head to the line for free throws. 1-and-1 situation coming. That foul going against Madison Crawford, her third. Ulmer going to check back in here. And so Lux has 2 fouls. Schlechter has 1. Lux at the line. Free throw on the way and bounces around and does not fall in, but the rebound, Geyer now. She gets it. Her bank shot won't fall, and rebound Maya Crawford. Maya Crawford out running here with it. At the top, looks to set things up. Gets it inside for Horner. Turnaround. Nice pass out. Shot on the way. Off the mark from Moen. Ball goes out of bounds, trying to be saved by Ulmer. It's going to be Lady Patriot basketball. Lady Aline going to check back in for the Lady Patriots. And it's going to be Lux to bring the ball up. Has it at the top. Gets it over far side to Lean. Lean tries to drive in. Nothing doing up top for Buchler now. Lady Patriots running their offense. Lux to Lean. Baseline jumper on the way. Just a bit long. Rebound goes to Duran. Duran outlets it to Moen. Moen into the front court. Driving around. Gets it to Crawford. Maya Crawford's three won't fall. Lux with the rebound. She looks to push now. Lux into the front court at the top. Couple of dribbles with the left, up with the left-hand shot off the mark. Fight for the rebound and controlled by Duran into the hands of Maya Crawford. Maya Crawford into the front court. Frickson reaching in, trying to get the steal. Crawford spins around and shot up in the lane. We got a blocking foul. That's going to go against Lux. That'll be her third personal. Team foul at number 5 against the Patriots. And it's going to be Maya Crawford at the line for a couple of free throws here. First one on the way, no good. Robin Schlechter going to check back in. Samantha Lux with those 3 fouls going to sit down. At the line, Maya Crawford, one more. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way, and off the mark. Fight for the rebound, controlled by the Raiders. Good hustle by Duran. That's going to be an over the back, however. Great hustle on the rebound. Paola Duran getting around the defender. Got the rebound. Tried to pass it out. Goes over the half-court line. So it's going to be a Lady Patriot basketball here. At the top, Brittany Frickson with it. Gets it over to Buchler. Up top for Frickson. Eyed the three. Did not take it. Gets it over to Lean. Lean up top for Buchler. Thought about three inside for Schlechter. A little too strong. Turnover to the Lady Raiders. Duran spins around into the front court, trying to get around Buchler. We got some hand checking going on by both those girls there. Foul's going to go against Buchler. That looks to be her first personal. Team foul number 6 against the Patriots. Under 5 to go in this fourth quarter. The Lady Raiders lead at 31-17. Inbounds. That is Crawford. Crawford fired it down low, stolen away by Schlechter, and we got a foul called. Schlecter's going to head to the line for 2 free throws. So it'll be Schlechter to head to the free throw line for a pair of free throws here. That one going to Duran, her 4th personal. Schlechter at the line, 1-1, missed the front end of the 1-1, and we got a foul on the rebound. So back the other way, we're going to be shooting free throws on the other side now. 1-1 situation. Once again, this time it'll be the Lady Raiders to shoot. And it's going to be Duran at the line. After picking up her 4th personal, she now has the line for the 1-1 situation. Free throw on the way and off the mark. Long gets her own rebound, though. Hands it off. Madison Crawford with the 3, unable to go. Ulmer gets the rebound. Her putback won't go. She gets the rebound once again. We got to fight for the basketball down low, and now we got a foul on the floor. So we got to reach in here, and that's going to send Ulmer to the line for the 1-1 situation. That foul looks to go against, he called it on Samantha Lux. That is her 4th free throw on the way, off the mark from Ulmer. Back the other way, the Lady Patriots with the basketball. Lean has it. She tries the 3, can't get it to fall. Rebound, though, to Buchler. Underneath the hoop has 3 defenders all over, and she loses the ball out of bounds. So to be a turnover to the Lady Patriots. Or, excuse me, the Lady Raiders. Lady Patriots turn it over. Madison Crawford at the top in the backcourt. Looks to get it into the front court. Does so. Has Frickson all over her. Couple of dribbles now. Goes left with it. Leaves it off for Duran. Duran over to Hines. Hines to Ulmer into the corner. Madison. Madison gets a screen, goes left. Now she'll pull the trigger from 3. Can't get it to go. And Frickson saved it into the hands of the Raiders. And fight for the basketball on the floor. Bodies after it. Schlechter up ahead to Lux. I commend Frickson for the hustle, but she did not need to touch that basketball. Just needed to let it go out of bounds. As Lux drives in, she draws the foul. Lux will be heading the line for a 1-on-1 situation. That foul going against Madison Crawford. That is her 4th personal. So the foul's starting to add up here for both teams now. 9 team fouls against the Raiders. Lux at the line. Free throw off the mark. And we got a lane violation. That's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Raiders. So it's going to be Lady Raiders with the basketball. 3:40 to go in this ball game. Madison Crawford has it in the backcourt. Gets in the front court. We got a timeout called by Coach Secker with 3:34 on the clock. 31-17, the Lady Raiders with the lead. We'll be back to Eureka High School after this 60-second timeout.
Have you ever met Mr. Fix-It? When it comes to auto body repair, I hear he can fix anything.
Well, it's true.
What about a cracked windshield?
Yep.
Just a little fender bender?
Yep.
Okay, but what if it's a major fix?
I already told you, he can fix anything.
You heard it. For all your auto body repair, just call Mr. Fix-It. Mr. Fix-It will make your car or truck look like new.
And if you need a free estimate, Mr. Fix-It does that too.
Mr. Fix-It can be found at Arts Body Shop in Eureka. Arts Body Shop can fix anything auto body. Call Mr. Fix-It today.
At Couch Meat Market in Eureka, we are proud to provide you with all your processing, smoking, and curing needs since 1982. Whether it's pork, beef, or sausage, we will cut and wrap it to your specifications. We also have an incredible selection of meat for your dinner table every day, as well as a cooler full of brats, snack sticks, jerky, sausage, amazing cheeses, cheese curds, and more. Come on in and get what you need. We're always happy to see you at Couch Meat Market in Eureka. You can beat our prices, but you can't beat our meat.
Back from the break, Lady Raiders with the basketball is going to be Madison Crawford at the top with it. Couple of dribbles, tries to drive left around Lux, leaves it off for Hines on the near side to Ulmer in the wing. Ulmer now, looking, couple of dribbles with the left, picks it up, gets it to Hines at the top, swings it around to Duran on the far side, down low, through the 5-hole, and Grace Waltz picks up the basketball. Waltz gonna walk it up. 3 minutes to go. Lady Patriots down 14. They need some instant offense here. Geyer on the jumper. Can't get it to go. But on the rebound, Waltz, do we have a shot clock violation or a foul? It looks like we got a foul here. Kendra Hines picking up the foul. And that's going to send Waltz to the line for, it's going to be a pair of free throws as the Raiders are now in the double bonus. Waltz, couple free throws here. First one on the way, and first one good. Substitution as number 12, Brianna Moen, going to check in. Hines going to sit down and rest. And it'll be Waltz back at the line for one more. A couple of dribbles now, eyes it up. Shot on the way, and this one off the mark. We had a lane violation, so it doesn't even matter as the Raiders will take possession. So it'll be an inbounds under the hoop. Madison Crawford 2 inbounds. Full court press here from the Lady Patriots. Moen now. She has some room on the far side. Gets it into the front court. On the wing. Going to drive down. Picks up her dribble inside the three-point line. And hands it off to Ulmer. Ulmer down into the paint. Over to Madison. Madison has her defender fall. Duran with the 3 on the way. Frickson gets the rebound. She looks to push on the right side. She had a teammate open. She's going to drive in and take it herself and finish. Brittany Frickson down the lane having herself a good game here. Moen now into the front court for the Lady Raiders. Picks up her dribble, looks for pass, gets it to Crawford. Madison at the top. Now gets it over to Moen on the elbow. Moen drives in into the paint, out to Ulmer. Ulmer's going to drive into the block. Steps through, and I think we got a travel. We do. Turnovers piling up here in this fourth quarter between the two teams. I have them for just about 40 turnovers here. 20-31, Lady Patriots trail. 2 minutes to go. Lux, Frickson, baseline jumper, and good. A long 2 from Brittany Frickson there. Raiders find themselves down up by just single digits. Once again, anytime this happens, seems like the Raiders have an answer. Let's see if the Lady Patriots can play some stifling defense here. Inside, Madison Crawford. She's going to drive down. Jumper won't go, and there's that good defense from the Lady Patriots. They look to cut back into this lead even more. Samantha Luck, she's going to drive around Horner from the block up with the left, and good. Don't look now. This is the closest this game's been in about a half here as the Lady Patriots down 7 in a minute and a half to go. They've got to hurry, though. Madison Crawford at the top, trying to get around Luck. She's going to drive in with the right. Hands it off Ulmer. Ulmer to fire a 3 off the mark. Rebound to Buechler. Buechler fires it up ahead to Waltz. Waltz couldn't handle it. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Waltz. That's going to be a turnover back to the Lady Raiders. Maya Crawford, number 4, going to check in as Hope Horner is going to sit down and rest. Hope Horner doing a great job in this second half with those 4 fouls. In the backcourt, Maya Crawford with it. 1:10 to go. Maya Crawford into the front court as Evil is going to reach in and get called for the foul. So Evil is going to pick up the foul there, and that's going to send Maya Crawford to the line. Lady Raiders in good position here. Just got to hit your free throws now. Sometimes that's easier said than done. Crawford knocks down the first one. Big-time players make big-time plays, and this is a big-time moment for Maya Crawford. A couple of dribbles now, eyes it up, shot on the way, and got that one. Maya Crawford, great job at the line, hitting both those free throws. We got a timeout on the floor. Coach Sandmeyer wants to talk things over. 1:07 to go in this ball game. Lady Patriots trail 24-33. We're back on KMLO in 30.
Hey, all you sports fans sitting in the stands, listening in the car, or tuning in from home. I'm cheering right along with you for the Eureka-Bowdle Patriots tonight. It's your local florist, Caitlin, from Hometown Boutique in Eureka. When you want to send a special sports fan, player, coach, or team mom a bouquet of flowers, call me. Stop by and see some of my samples or sport-themed bouquets. Who says you can't sport your favorite flower? Visit Hometown Boutique in Eureka today.
Minute 07 to go in this ball game. 67 seconds. The Lady Patriots down 11, or excuse me, down 9. Need some quick offense here. Buechler on the near side wing. Up top for Luck. She's going to take the 3. Nearly banked it in. Frickson with the rebound. Drives around into the block. Fires up a shot. Buechler gets the rebound. Her putback won't go. Fight for the rebound here. Ball goes out of bounds. Who was it last touched by? Last touched by the Lady Raiders. Patriots with a couple of chances there, just couldn't quite find the bottom of the net. Hines is going to check in. 46.8 seconds on the clock. Frickson 2 inbounds now. Still looking, gets it into Waltz. Waltz on the near side. Frickson, she'll try the corner 3, left it short, and Maya Crawford's going to get the rebound with 40 seconds to go. Got to think the Lady Patriots are going to foul, and they do. Frickson picks up the foul. And that's going to send Maya Crawford to the line. Frickson with her first personal. Needed that 3-pointer for Frickson. Just couldn't quite connect. 37 seconds on the clock. Maya Crawford shot on the way and good. Maya Crawford in this quarter of alone, 3 of 4 at the line. Couple of dribbles, eyes it up, shot on the way and good. Maya Crawford doing it all here in this fourth quarter, all from the free throw line. Lux with it. Gets over to Frickson. Corner 3 from the far side. This one can't hit. Rebound to Evil. Evil can't get the follow. Fight for the basketball. Players all over here. We got a travel going against. That's against Duran, I believe. So it's going to stay Lady Patriot basketball. Lady Patriots trying to find the bottom of the net from the 3-point range. Just unable to do so. Frickson going to try it again and won't go. Flying in for the rebound. Madison Crawford knocks it out of bounds with 17.5 to go in this ball game. At the top, it's going to be Waltz to take it out. Gets it into the hands of Frickson. Frickson at the top, or excuse me, Lux. She tries it and trying to save it from going out of bounds. Waltz couldn't quite do so. With 11.5 to go in this game, you can basically chalk up a Raiders victory. You're going to have to figure out a player of the game here soon. Been quite a lot of different players that you could make mention for Lady Patriots. Brittany Frickson, she's had a good game in her first start. Madison Crawford going to walk it up for the Lady Raiders. At the top with 4 on the clock, and Lady Raiders going to let this one wind down, and that is the ball game. The Lady Raiders of Edmunds Central gets the 35-24 win over the Eureka-Bowdle Lady Patriots. We're going to take a break, come back, get you some final game stats, and get you set up for the second of our doubleheader, Eureka-Bowdle and Edmunds Central boys basketball games, just about 20 minutes away. You're listening to KMLO once again, courtesy of your Real Tough Scoreboard. Eureka-Bowdle loses this one at 24-35. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout on KMLO.